You know what I'm sick and tired of the most? Modern consoles. Fuck modern consoles. And you know what? The two most modern consoles I just happen to own are some of the most worthless systems in my collection. Those being the Nintendo 2DS and the PlayStation 4. But which one is the most worthless? Well, for starters, the 2DS is backwards compatible with the DS and had free online before the servers shut down. Also, it's the only way to back up your DS save files via homebrewing because, of course, we have to mod the fucking thing just to back up our progress. Fuck Nintendo, and fuck Sony too with their oversized eraser that should be erased from existence. I'm talking about the piece of shit Station 4. Yeah, that fucking piece of plastic garbage that I just happen to have connected to my TV. Now the reason why I call it the piece of shit Station 4 is because it's a piece of fucking shit! You see, the PlayStation 4 has no backwards compatibility, an online paywall, awful controllers that break too easily and are expensive to replace, forced installs, an overpriced digital storefront where games cost ridiculous money, constant crashes due to overheating, stupid touchscreen power buttons that you may accidentally press and have to wait half an hour for the system to start before powering it off again. Fuck this console, it's fucking trash. It doesn't even play music CDs. That's how trash it is. Even my fucking original Xbox can play music CDs, and that console is over 20 years old now. The online paywall is the worst part about it though, and Sony are making it worse and worse by the day, demanding that we spend insane amounts of money every month for temporary access to games and online access. Fuck that, I'm going to play those games online for free on PC. Suck a big fat one, Sony, you greedy cunts. Get the fuck out of this industry. You bring shame to gamers worldwide. Same goes for you, Nintendo, and fuck you, Microsoft, as well. So the PS4 is one of the most worthless consoles I own, but because I'm in such a good mood today, I'm going to talk about other bad consoles that fucking suck. Like the Xbox. Fuck the Xbox. That's another console that I own that is borderline worthless. I only got it because I found it dirt cheap, and I wanted to try some exclusives on there. Those being Genma Onimusha, Halo 2, and Ninja Gaiden Black. I barely use the thing anyway since Xbox doesn't have any games on it. Where the fuck is Urban Reign on Xbox? I mean, you could play Spike Out if you're desperate, but I'm not going to settle for anything less than the GOAT. Urban Reign is a PS2 exclusive unfortunately, so needless to say, I have to own a PS2, and I can't find any reason to own an Xbox. Quite frankly, I question why I own the thing to this very day, so consider the original Xbox to be another contender for the most worthless console. It should also be noted that the original Xbox was the console that ultimately ruined gaming, along with the Dreamcast due to the online paywall that both of those systems had. You see, the Dreamcast was such a failure of a system that it didn't take off, but unfortunately the same couldn't be said for the Xbox, which succeeded at normalising online paywalls because of games like Halo, which got so popular with Halo 2 that Xbox Live became a requirement for the vast majority of gamers in the 2000s that owned an original Xbox. And this is why gaming is so shit today. I like Halo 2, but that doesn't change the fact that it played its part in ruining gaming, and it was on the Xbox, because the Xbox sucks cocks. That's a fact. Finally, we have the 2DS. I honestly can't think of a big reason to hate on this system, unlike the other two, as its only crime is not having any interesting games on it. I own 4 games for the system and barely even play it. One of them is Tales of the Abyss, a remake of a PS2 game. Then I have a Kirby, Pokemon and a Castlevania game, and that's about it. I never play on it, but at least it doesn't have an online paywall like the Nintendo Switch. Fuck that system. So why do I keep these consoles? Well, that's simple really. I needed a PS4 to play Star Ocean 5 as it was exclusive to the system, as was Exist Archive. I remember reluctantly buying it from a local game store, and when I asked for a PS4, the clerk at the store pulled out this huge box with Little Big Planet printed on the front. Brand new, and I told him no, I don't want that one, I want to see what you've got in the second hand section. He brought out a white box with a handle on it and said, well, we have this, but it's the same price, and I responded saying, I'll take it. And you know why I took it? So that there would be one less brand new PS4 sold to a customer. I would rather buy someone else's old junk that had already been purchased before and give Sony none of my money than actually buy the brand new system. I did this in defiance to this shitty company. Do I regret it? Well, I won't deny that it has come in handy at times, mainly due to the fact that Japanese companies have treated PC gamers like criminals for so long now, and that is if they even bother to release them on there. So I have played a few games on my PS4, but I am not proud of it. Every time I load up the system, I see its shitty menu, and I feel like I want to vomit. I hear the creaky sound of the brittle plastic every time I lightly touch the surface of the system with my finger, like it's just about to snap. This piece of trash is unfortunately the only way to play Star Ocean 5 in English, and the reason why I keep it is because my save data is on there. I also got Star Ocean 6 on it because the PC version didn't even have its system requirements listed until just before launch, and it also had Denuvo DRM, because Square Enix still thinks that PC gamers are Hitler and should be murdered on sight. but they allow us to buy their games to keep us quiet. Heck, even Vanillaware's most recent Unicorn Up Your Arse game is exclusive to consoles, so if you want to stick a unicorn's horn up your arsehole, PlayStation 4 is the console for you. Alternatively though, you could go with the Xbox Series X, but why would you? Who would buy such a putrid, repulsive console? I suppose it's better than the Series S and the Nintendo Switch, which are the two worst consoles ever made, alongside the piece of shit Station 5 and the piece of shit Station 4. By the way, if you're wondering what the S stands for in Xbox Series S, it stands for shit, because that's what it is. It's a piece of fucking shit!